Hi there, Libra. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to your June 2022 overview. We're going to do our regular tarot spread and then we're going to do 2 oracle cards at the end. And before we get started, we're going to be using the singing bowl to connect as a collective and then as a collective to spirit. If you would like to use this time to call on any specific... Oh man, my microphone's not plugged in. Un momento. I have to scoot it over a little bit. Come on. There it goes. Okay. That's better. Alright, if you would like to use this time to call on any specific guides, deities, archangels, any beings of light that you would like to be present for this reading, please feel free to do so. The more, the merrier. Here we go. Alright, let's get into it, guys. Alright, let's take a look. Spirit, speak to me and through me to the Libra collective, please. Most accurate, relevant, and necessary messages for Libra at this time. Spirit, speak to me and through me to the Libra collective, please. Most accurate and relevant messages for them at this time. What do they need to know most? What will be most resonant, most healing, most appreciated by the Libra collective at this time? First 2 cards out. We have the 4 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. It's interesting. So the 4 of Swords is you currently, the energy that you are in right now. 4 of Swords, which is very much, oh, sweet, very much taking time out to develop a daily meditation practice, some sort of mindfulness, that you're very diligent about sticking to, diving into, getting back to. This is also just a time of rest and respite if you have been working a lot, or if you have just had an illness or recovering from an illness or surgery. Very much just finding the mental fortitude and mental stillness to receive downloads and clarity, all of the things that we desire and crave mentally can be found in the 4 of Swords energy. I would say that what led you to this point, I feel like looking for balance is what did it. You might have been feeling out of balance, maybe working too much, putting too much emphasis on one part of your life and not enough on another. And so it's like you were just listening to the signs and taking stock in what's around you and evaluating, okay, I need to spend more time by myself. I need to spend more time with just my own opinions and nobody else's, with my own thoughts. Journaling even, you might be going back to. But I see a very strong meditation practice. If you don't have one currently, I feel like very soon, like within the next few days. This is a July reading, so if you haven't yet, I feel like very soon you will have a very strong daily practice. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Okay. 5 of Swords is what is crossing you at this time. This is your own, hi. This is your own self-deception, your own self-destruction, what's the word? Self-deprecating tendencies, thoughts, habits that you may have. This is also very chaotic and kind of unorganized energy is what I'm getting as well. It could just be scheduling could be an issue for you right now. You might have more to do than you can actually do. There's just a lot of something. This could also be you falling back into maybe old habits that you have that kind of keep you in the same space, keep you from growing, keep you from expanding even further. I feel like you're fighting those off though, especially with this Four of Swords energy. In your current energy, I feel like you're taking a lot of time to remove yourself from the chaos and confusion and really focus on yourself. Figure out what thoughts are your own, what habits are your own even. They say that we become, the 5 people we are around the most. So maybe you are just trying to spend as much time as you can by yourself because you want to be more like yourself than anybody else, right? And you want to identify which habits, again, are yours and what might be some behavior of someone else's that you've picked up. Recent past with the 9 of Cups here. This is wish fulfillment, something you just achieved, something that you have been just literally just wishing for. You were, because this is past energy, so it could have been like end of June. You had some sort of wish fulfilled, some sort of thing that you had been wanting for quite a while. Like when I say wish fulfilled, it's pretty big. It's like a dream house or a dream job or, okay, I like it. 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We'll take it. Just very much wishes coming true and being overjoyed and really content. I feel like you were very content because you're already moved through this energy. So I just feel like you're kind of still riding the wave of that, especially if it's a tangible thing like a house, car, something like that that you obviously can use every day. I feel like you're still basking in that, and it's going to be something that you have for a very long time. Again, like a house type of situation. Near future. What the fuck was that noise? Near future, we have the Knight of Cups. It's interesting energy. I feel like you're going to be, because we're moving through, we are already in Cancer season. And I feel like that could be putting you in a little bit of watery energy, a little bit of emotional, sentimental even. Maybe you are like finding yourself having the urge to express your emotions more, like through poetry or even just written, like handwritten letters, things like that is what I'm getting, which is very interesting. I really do think it could just be Cancer season is very much affecting you. It could also have to do with some sort of moon phase. That just has you feeling very watery, very emotional, very in tune, and wanting to express that and offer that to the people that you feel those emotions for in a very sweet, kind, open sort of way. I feel like you're very open to receiving and giving love. In your mind space, you have the 7 of Cups. This to me says that you're having a little bit of a hard time deciphering what are good opportunities and what are not so good opportunities. Maybe you have choices between, or not even choices, but you're having a hard time recognizing maybe which jobs are going to be the jobs that end with unsatisfactory results, right? I mean, we all know I feel like I'm talking to the business owners right now. And if you have a 9 to 5, it could be that you're having a hard time deciphering which company maybe is going to work out in the long run. They could all look like really good offers, and you're just having a hard time deciding which one to go with. That's what the overwhelming feeling here is a lot of offers, and it feels like you are kind of constantly having to pick and choose or figure out which one is going to be more profitable or the most profitable. Just, it feels a little bit overwhelming, I will say, and there's nothing wrong with doing them all. Again, if we're talking about, I don't know why that made me laugh, especially like that. Well, I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, if we're talking about entrepreneurship and working for yourself, it's not to say that you can't take all of the things being offered to you. You just have to plan accordingly, right? You can do all of the things. You can't do them all right now, though, right? I mean, I don't think that's like the actual saying, but you can do it all, just not all at once. That's the saying. That's the general feeling that I'm getting here. And with it being in your mind space, I feel like you're just putting a lot of focus on it. You're thinking about it a lot. It's drawing a lot of your mental space, taking up a lot of your mental space. And this, I also feel like, is kind of a goal for you to be able to decipher kind of pretty quickly on your feet which opportunities you're going to go for, which ones you should turn down, which direction to go, which options are the good options is what I'm getting. Because out of the 7, let's say 5 or 6 of them are good, and maybe one of them not so much, right? I feel like you just really want the discernment to be able to tell the difference and not have to defer to other people is what I'm getting. Maybe that's kind of your crutch at this time. You have some people in your world who can tell, like, who are, oh, that one maybe not so much, let's steer clear. They're giving us these and these warning signs that they're not necessarily serious, or they're not gonna, you know what I mean, like that kind of energy. But maybe you're wanting to do that on your own now and not have to defer to anybody else. What is in your subconscious? The Page of Pentacles. This is a very loyal, very hardworking, determined, stable energy. It's a very young energy, though. That tells me that you could be a little bit, this is just intuitively not typically what this card says, but it feels to me that you are a little bit financially stunted, if that makes sense. Like, you could be on this level up here if you had XYZ or whatever, if you had had the right foundation or the right starting point. You could be up here, but I feel like for whatever reason, you are still kind of at a page level. Like, you're still learning the ins and outs of finances. Again, if you're a business owner, maybe you're still trying to like figure out the ins and outs of the particular industry that you're in, how to keep books, how to get everything legal, how to do all of those things, because Pentacles are very much physical and very much about like the back end of a business, the crunching of the numbers. I feel like you have the potential, obviously, to expand to like the King, Queen of Pentacles, and then even beyond that to the Emperor, Empress energy. But right now, it feels like they're subconsciously, even if it's not necessarily, although typically it will be reflected in your physical world if your subconscious feels a certain way, but maybe not. Even if you're doing really well, so you have a lot of business coming in, you have more business than you can handle, right? That's kind of the energy that we were getting, is you have a lot of stuff coming your way, but for whatever reason, subconsciously, you're still, again, I feel just like stunted financially, and you need to focus on growth there, and maybe reprogramming some of your thoughts around yourself and money, what you deserve, how much you can handle, I'm getting. All right, advice from Spirit. 10 of Swords, interesting as an advice card, except in that Spirit is saying everything is going to be okay, no matter what comes to an end, what things you put to rest, what cycles end, you are going to be okay. It's only going to get better from here is what I'm getting. The better it gets, the better it gets. So focus on what's good and what's getting better. And then focus on the better and the better and the better. And it's just going to keep expanding is what I'm getting. Energies around you. We have the Strength card. This is Leo energy, which does not surprise me because it says July. We are moving into Leo season. There could just be a lot of showy, really outgoing, seen, wants to be seen and heard kind of energy. People could be reaching out to you, seeing if you want to go out, seeing if you want to be seen and heard and kind of join in on that. Very expressive, outwardly expressive energy, very vibrant and playful and loving. This is also a card not only of Leo, but just sheer mental strength. Emotional strength. So this is someone who, no matter what is thrown at them, they kind of always keep even-keeled. You can't really ever get a rise out of this type of person who just has a really good handle on their emotions. And that could be what you're experiencing when you come into contact with people. Like, that would send me over the edge. How do you not go over the edge? And they're like, oh, it's easy. I just do this and this. Or that's just how I am. That's not what I put my focus in. Or whatever it is, whatever their secret is, I feel like they're going to be communicating that with you. Your hopes and fears. Two of Wands. You want a plan, you want a destination, you want all of the drive and direction that the universe can offer you. You want to keep, I feel like, going on this very direct, very clear path. I don't think you want to divert from it very far. You could be asking Spirit to just guide you on this path. Keep me on this path to my highest good. Keep me on this path to my end goal, which is XYZ. And you're not wanting anything to deter you from that. And I don't see a lot deterring you unless it is something that is obviously better for you, right? Outcome of this, 3 of Pentacles, by the end of July, I feel like you're going to have good gravy. A team around you, a really solid foundation for a team, even if it's just, say you have a team of 2 right now, or you're a team of 1, like it's literally just you, you're looking to add more people. I feel like by July, you'll have at least 2 other people. It'll be a nice, solid, well-rounded, capable team that you can depend on, that you can rely on. Everybody knows their place. They know their function, and they're executing it, right? And you can trust that they are going to execute. I feel like this, I'm talking to people, again, entrepreneurs, people that can hire and build their own team is what I'm getting. If you're in a 9-to-5 position, a corporate position, this could just be you being a really solid member of this team, moving to a new team even. Maybe there was a position that opened up in a different department, so you're kind of reacquainting yourself or getting familiar with a team. Maybe you've been working solo for a really long time. Let's see. What do we get? Oh, Chant and Beaver are the cards that we got for our Oracle. Let's see what Chant has for us. Speaking your truth. Communication isn't just about listening. It's true that you must be willing to hear different sides of the story and give others their space to be heard, but you also need your time to share what is within your soul. You have pulled Chant because your voice needs to be heard. There is a strength and authority in you that is ready to take charge of your situation. Not only that, but you may find others have been looking for your guidance, and your willingness to share your truth gives others permission to share theirs as well. It's like hearing a sudden voice in a room of silence, singing the beginning of a moving song. Then, one by one, others join in until the room is full of melodic thunder. You have more influence than you probably realize, and it's time for you to step up by allowing others to see that you will be silenced no more. I love it. I feel like that is going to be a big part of how you attract the right people to your team, is by sharing your vision, your truth, your story, and it could just be attracting like-minded people to you. other hardworking people. Also, speaking your truth and speaking up for yourself and not people pleasing will alleviate some of this kind of unsure, cloudy, not knowing energy as well, because you'll have less options, right? If you don't say yes to everything. All right, Beaver. Hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The Beaver personality is a welcome sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home, financial stability. Although a Beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The Beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term, steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless and worn out. To bring into balance, physical labor, selfless service. I feel like physical labor is your field, kind of. And I feel like right now you guys are very much in balance. So you're feeling very happy and you feel like you're doing meaningful work that fulfills you and that feels good to you. And I feel like that is because your career is in physical labor. So that's how you keep that into balance. The second piece of that is selfless service. So maybe do some volunteer work, give back, donate, whatever you can that you no longer need. Things of that nature all count as selfless service. All right, guys, I love you all so very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.